his face to the ground and said,
"Praise be to the Lord your God. He has delivered up those who lifted their hands against my lord the king."
The king asked,
"Is the young man Absalom safe?"
Ahimaaz answered,
I saw great confusion, just as Joab was about to send the king's servant and me, your servant, but I don't know what it was.
The king said,
"Stand aside and wait here."
So he stepped aside and stood there. Then the Cushite arrived and said,
"My lord the king, hear the good news. The Lord has vindicated you today by delivering you from the hand of all who rose up against you."
The king asked the Cushite,
"Is the young man Absalom safe?"
The Cushite replied,
"May the enemies of my lord the king and all who rise up to harm you be like that young man."
The king was shaken.
It has been a good experience, a strengthening experience for our family, and it's helped us be very focused with our time, and it's tested our commitment.
In my case, it kind of feels like, it's really cool to have said I read the Bible, the whole Bible, in 90 days when I was 12 years old.
It really kind of makes you realize and makes you think about believing in God and, thinking, oh, why did that happen? How did that happen? And things like that. It's really hard because it takes like an hour if you listen to it out of your day.
It kind of takes a lot of time out of the day, and since you have school or work, and if you have after school or after work activities you have to do, then it sometimes it's hard to squeeze everything in, and it does help you stay away from electronics though.
The most interesting part would probably have to be all the names, because the names are really funny. All the names. And then also just how they say you should fear God, because I don't really get that. I'm like, why would you fear God? I mean, like, you fear him so much that, you follow him or something like that. And that's the most interesting. Those are the two most interesting parts.
Some of the craziest names were like Jobab and Oholibama and Hey Dad. There were some really weird names. Yeah.
Hey daughter. Hey dad.
Yeah. There are some pretty funny names in there.
It's opened up conversations and presented great questions and discussion time for us as a family. And it's also served as great family time where we sit around and read the Bible together.
Joab, son of Zeruiah, knew that the king's heart longed for Absalom. So Joab sent someone to Tekoa and had a wise woman brought from there.
Sons, they got into a fight with each other in the field, and no one was there to separate